How often do you use artificial intelligence? Likely much more than you're aware of it. AI is becoming increasingly prevalent, popular, and powerful. But you don't need to be afraid of this technology. You can use AI in a practical way to help your own applications. And to do so really begins with understanding what AI is, how it operates, and what are its practical applications. To begin by defining AI, we need to understand what is intelligence. It's more than simply having a collection of facts or a repertoire of skills. I think the computer knows far more than you or I do, information-wise, but we wouldn't really call it intelligent, would we? No, the computer is stupid. One paper I read on the measure of intelligence, it defined intelligence this way. The intelligence of a system is a measure of its skill acquisition efficiency over the scope of tasks with respect to priors, experience, and generalization difficulty. In other words, an intelligent system, it takes very little knowledge to quickly gain an effective skill. You or I are good examples of that. If we were to recognize a horse in stripes, well, we could probably recognize a zebra without ever having seen a picture of a zebra. We are efficient with our zebra skill recognition efficiency with respect to the amount of information that it takes us to learn what a zebra looks like. And then we never saw a zebra before, but we're able to recognize one. That's zero-shot learning. And that's the goal of artificial intelligence. When it comes to encoding this kind of behavior in algorithms, AI engineers have two camps of reasoning. Not exclusive, not exhaustive, but on the one hand, you have rule-based symbolic approaches, and rule-based AI says, okay, I know that I can make a big list of if this, then that rules to describe my system. If the coffee pot is empty, then fill it up. If A, then B. If X, then Y. If N, then Q. Rule-based systems have guarantees of predictability, performance, and stability, but they require a lot of time to program. On the other end, we have our machine learning approaches, the probabilistic reasoning that takes place as reflected in the human mind. Our minds, when a person begins to speak, they could be saying 1,000 different words to start off with. I don't know how a sentence will begin, but after a person has said 4 words, the dog chased the, my options are really narrowed down. I'm not expecting to hear the word the repeated twice. I'm not expecting to hear the word dog chased by the dog. Chances are the word cat will follow those previous 4 tokens. So machine learning, it learns its own rule set probabilistically based off of the data that it receives. There's a lot of applications of both symbolic and machine learning artificial intelligence. Some of them are classification systems, like the Canvas, the face recognition system. It has to classify, is the face present or is the face absent? Is the object that's being perceived a cube? Is it a square? Is it a triangle? Is it a circle? Image classification systems are very common and popular. Then there's a prediction system, stock analysis, business forecasting. These kinds of prediction systems analyze streams of data coming in, and based off of what they've seen previously, they make predictions about what they expect to observe, numerically, of course. Combining these two approaches are natural language modeling systems. Natural language modeling systems are a very powerful and popular use of AI that attempts to build an internal model of how language operates. With this internal model of natural language, you can do natural language synthesis, natural language understanding, and question and answer, virtual call centers, virtual avatars, chatbots. All of those tools stem from natural language modeling. In 2020, just 2 weeks ago, the latest natural language model, GPT-3, the 3rd generation general purpose transformer, was released by OpenAI. This natural language modeling tool is so powerful that this one blog post titled OpenAI's GPT-3 may be the biggest thing since Bitcoin It did a study where it found that GPT-3's predicted sentences, when published on Bitcoin.org forum, attracted lots of positive attention from posters there, including suggestions that the system must have been intelligent. The article concludes, OpenAI GPT-3 will eventually be widely used to pretend the author of a text is a person of interest, with unpredictable and amusing effects on various communities. Fascinating. What's more fascinating is that this article was generated with the GPT-3. Those two sentences you heard, entirely synthesized by an artificial intelligence program. Yes, AI is increasingly powerful, popular, and pervasive, but it's not a tool that you need to be afraid of. It's simply a lever, and with understanding how AI is, what it is, how it operates, and its practical applications, you can be its fulcrum.